Miyamoto Musashi was the greatest Kendo sword fighter of history, revered in Japan, sword saint he's called. It's a long story, I told him many times. One of the things I was discussing was the fact that it's quite possible for a master to fight more than 5, 10, or 20 men at once. In the movie Kill Bill, you see her killing one by one, 50 of them that came in? And Musashi could have probably done it, though he wouldn't have done it in a lit-up ballroom, because that would have been very difficult. He had a duel with a famous school of martial arts with the leader, who was supposed to be a great sword fencer, and he killed him. So his brother came to duel with him to preserve the pride of this dojo and of its way of martial arts. The brother, I don't remember their names, came, and Musashi didn't kill him, but he clubbed him and he broke his arm, so that meant he was finished as a fighter. He went in to become a monk. That finished the two leaders of this clan. The only person left of this martial arts clan and dojo was a young man about 14. And as a matter of honor, he challenged Musashi. Well, Musashi could not ignore the challenge, and he said he would meet them before dawn at a certain place. So they plotted that they would bring the young man, the young master, to the place, and about 100 of them would be hidden in the woods, and when Musashi came, they would kill him, right? Sounds good. And they said, we know that Musashi always comes late, so we just have to bring the young man, bring all our people, hide them, and when Musashi appears, we'll all come out, and there's no way he's going to stop us from killing him. That was the plan. Well, Musashi already figured that out. He decided that this time he would come early. So he came by a route they didn't know. He came by not the main way to get to this spot, by going through the wilderness and arriving at the tree where the young man was waiting with half a dozen guards, while all the roads leading him were protected by the 100 samurai, right? Young samurai, not the best. Musashi arrives at the tree, jumps out, kills the young man, kills the 6 guards, and leaves. Now all the rest of them are screaming and chasing him. And this is very bad. You should never chase Musashi when it's just around dawn, when the light isn't very good, and you're chasing him through a swamp with bad footing, and every time 2 or 3 or 4 would catch up with him, he would kill him. And that went on for about a half an hour, until he finally got tired of that and vanished in the wilderness. And that's how you fight a lot of people. In Kill Bill, as you're aware, it's not done that way, but it would never have worked, or unlikely to have worked, in a lit-up ballroom or whatever that room was. It would just be too easy to get at her. But anything is possible, and she was trained to a level that only a few Kendo warriors have ever reached. Probably nobody other than Musashi. There are some great ones. The most famous duel that Musashi has was Seijiro on the island now called by his name, Seijiro or whatever, but that's a famous duel. Seijiro was called the Dragon or the Beast of the West. He was famous for his long sword that was longer than anyone else's. It was so long that it was called a drying pole. He wore it over his back. Seijiro challenged Musashi. They met on an island. Musashi came late deliberately, and Musashi did not use his sword. He knew it was not long enough to face Seijiro. He carved a wooden sword out of an oar on the boat as he rowed over 2 hours too late. Seijiro was angry for having to wait. He charged Musashi, swung at him with his long sword. Musashi jumped high in the air. The sword went under him, and as the sword came back, because it was also known as the swallowtail sword, because he would cut and then reverse the cut coming back, as it came back, it cut a piece of Musashi's headband off. And seeing this piece of red flying through the air, Seijiro imagined he'd won and may have slightly lowered his guard for a fraction of a second or not, but in any case, Musashi hit him with the wooden oar, knocked him unconscious, and he was probably dying. There are many stories because nobody was right there at the moment. Some say that Musashi came over and killed him. Others say some of Musashi's followers ran over and killed him. Others say that he just died naturally. Musashi later said he was very sad. He was the finest swordman he had ever met, and he was very unhappy that he had to kill him, but he had no choice. And it's a famous battle. You can see clips of it on YouTube. You can see the whole movie, I think, called Musashi on YouTube, but it's an endless movie and not very good. But you can see clips of the famous duel on the island, and you will see, as it did not happen, because nobody was really there. They think they know how it happened. But Musashi was quite amazing, and as I have said before, I wrote down from a book of 5 rings instructions on seeing, which are exactly, he wrote them in 1600, the way I need to see with the camera, period. Everybody have a great day. You want to laugh at that? Laugh hilariously. It's good for your heart.